Alright, there we go. Now, let us continue with Volume 8, Route 2. It is pronounced Aradia. Okay, thank you for telling us that. Now, then, I guess, let's see. It's pronounced Aradia, discussion of death, so nothing. So nothing. Big fat load of nothing. Trigger warnings. Alright, let's go with that. Let's go. What are you doing here? What are you doing on this awful planet? You walk. You walk and you don't stop walking. You walk until the moons are high in the sky and the lights from the city all but fade away. You walk until you can't think about anything but walking anymore. Then you zap. Zap, 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 zap. Who cares? You just want out of here. What's happening to you? What are these thoughts? What are these half-remembered truths? Why do all your new friends seem so fresh but so familiar? You're lost inside yourself for what simultaneously feels like both a moment and an eternity. You stop walking and lay down. The grass feels cool on the back of your head and your eyes. You stop walking and lay down. The grass feels cool on the back of your face and your eyes. And your eyes feel so heavy. Oh, hello. Hi. Troll, Jesus Christ. Inches away from your face, someone is bent over you and staring unblinkingly into your eyes. In a single panic motion, you do a youthful sideways roll and spring to your feet. This doesn't seem to startle her at all. She doesn't move from her precariously balanced squat. She's just looking at you, observing you. Is she waiting for you to do something? I don't know, but After exactly 21 seconds of staring directly at you, she offers an entirely too toothy smile. Part of you suspects she just remembered that's what you do in these situations. She examines you with an obvious curiosity. Not the worst decision. To nap among the remains of the deceased. What? Oh yeah, bones, yeah. With a sarcastic motion that suggests looking literally anywhere around you, she draws your attention to what appears to be some sort of dig site. You seem to have fallen asleep on a pile of bones. Her shirt is emblazoned with a dark Aries symbol. Oh, cool, another Zodiac kid. You must have said Aries out loud because she immediately corrects you. It is pronounced Aradia. That makes sense. Although you've just met, you cannot fathom her name being pronounced any other way. Your new potential friend Aradia is looking at a little, what is a polite and charming way of saying, rough around the edges. Is she? I don't really think so. She seems pretty well kept and stuff like that, but sure. Her clothes are a bit shabby, but maybe that's just normal wear and tear when you've been hanging out in the dirt all day. What is she doing out here in the dirt anyway? Good question. I come out here to dig up bones. Oh, like an archaeology? Oh, yes, that too. Oh dear, that too. Ah, jeez. Bones are an important part of the life cycle. You often hear about the beauty of life, but I find that death is just as important and fascinating. The finality of death has a beauty to it. It kind of does, yeah. Skulls do have their own primal beauty to them, I suppose. Or it used to. It still does, I would think. But I guess this world is kind of fucked up, so death is kind of horrifying. You want to ask what she means, but it must be written all over your face. She very quickly moves on. Remains can tell us a lot about their owners' lives. How they lived, how they met their end. Is that not a little wonderful? I mean, it is a little bit of a record. Fossils represent a finality, a moment locked in time. It is the physical that remains while the spirit moves on. Everything that had made them who they are, who they were, is gone. When all is said and done, it's only the bones that survive to tell the tale. And in that way, death is a sort of perfection, don't you think? Their violent end, a sort of peace. Nothing left but the bones. In a way, that's true, yeah. You never thought about it that way. In fact, you suspect you may have never thought about anything as much as this girl has thought about bones. Oh, bones are just one of my main interests. Oh yeah, you too. Big bone fan over here. Sure we are. I see you're also a person of exquisite taste. Ooh. Well, damn, to you too. Your stomach growls a bit too. Just how long were you out here? I discovered your body several hours ago. I thought you might be dead, so I was watching you to confirm my suspicions. She was watching what she thought was a dead body for several hours. Well, yeah, she's fascinated with death. So, it's fascinating. Yes. On the lookout for early signs of decomposition. Rot. Rigor mortis, etc. Unfortunately, you are not completely dead. Unfortunately, well, I guess from her perspective, sure. Thank goodness for that. Oh, I guess. Wait, what does she mean completely? There is a moment when her breathing, if not somewhat unsettling grin, her unbreaking, if not somewhat unsettling grin, leans more towards normal. Well, okay, someone might describe it as normal if maybe you'd never seen anybody smile before. Yeah, that's a normal smile, that's a normal expression she has right now. What's the problem? What's your problem, Mr. Stickman? Like if you're passing someone in the hallway and they described what a smile was to you, and you were like, no, I got this. Alas, you digress. You are like me. The dead speak to you. You would do well to pay attention. A mantle of doomed souls lashes to you. I wonder just how many times you have died. Died, like, bereft of life? She's down beside you. She picks up some sort of rib or femur, or pelvis or whatever, and begins to idly draw in the dirt. It is a crude drawing of some sort of misshapen stick person. Unrelatable, totally unrelatable, sure. Traditionally, yes, that is what dying means, but you are different. I can see the ghosts of all your alternate iterations floating around you, trying to help you. Doomed timelines that have been purposefully erased from your consciousness. But you're the culmination of the choices you made, fatal or otherwise. You've been forced to leave so much behind you. Your memories, despite the fact that she seems very focused on her dirt art, you suddenly feel so seen. Someone doesn't want you to remember. But she looks at you and leans in close. Do you want to know a secret? Wait, did she just say ghosts? You're really not following. Sounds kind of fake if you're being honest. Ghosts, yeah, okay. You've seen some weird shit on this planet, but you draw the line at ghosts. Why? What the fuck is the point of drawing the line at ghosts? Come on, Stickman. Come on. We're zapping, teleporting around willy-nilly. Alternate timelines, sure, that was a bad choice, but we died. Those exist, those happened, canonically apparently, but not really as well. So, like, ghosts is like, that's not even a leap to anything, that's just part of life here. The spooky bit was kind of charming and cool at first, but this is borderline ridiculous. Oh, she almost looks hurt, her tone turns hollow. How disappointing. Aradia rises and turns her back towards you. The night air feels cold, which it hadn't before now. Perhaps on behalf of the especially cold shoulder treatment you are getting right now. Little bumps form on your skin. I have misjudged you. I thought I could trust you, but maybe you are just like the rest. I'm okay with that. It does not bother me. She's floating several feet off the ground. Typically, this is your sign not to say, sounds like it kinda does bother you. Give into your need to feel like you know better than everyone. Keep your mouth shut for once. I guess we'll keep our mouth shut for once. I don't know. No. Fine. You keep quiet. Now is not the time for your incredible insights. The restraint you have shown here will surely be rewarded. Ah, fuck me. Red flag. That's a red flag statement. We're on the wrong path then. She turns to you slowly, dangling somewhat limply in the air. This act was for your benefit, but to proceed any further is pointless. Oh, shit. Her eyes are white. Her face is unreadable. Oh my god, ghosts are real too. Alternia is fucked up. Boo. Ah, jeez, no thanks, this secret sucks. Time to fucking go. Sorry you said ghosts are fake or whatever bullshit. Yes, maybe that would be best for both of us. I had some hope for you, but it looks like that was misplaced. There's a hollow disappointment in her voice. You've never been nigged by a ghost before. She raises a hand to you, her form silhouetted by the twin moons. There is a blissful moment where you feel suspended and still. Better luck next time. Oh, fuck. Okay, fine, we're dead. Oh, not... Okay. It reset this path for us instead. Okay, that's neat. Troll, Jesus Christ. Inches away from your face, someone's bent over you and staring unblinkingly into your eyes. In a single panning motion, you do a youthful sideways roll and spring to your feet. This doesn't seem to startle her at all. She doesn't move from her precariously balanced squat. She's just looking at you, observing you. Is she waiting for you to do something? After exactly 21 seconds of staring deathly at you, she offers an entirely too toothy smile. Part of you suspects she just remembered that's what you do in these situations. She examines you with an obvious curiosity. Not the worst decision. To nap among the remains of the deceased. What? With a sarcastic motion that's just looking literally anywhere around you, she draws your attention to what appears to be some sort of dig site. You seem to have fallen asleep on a pile of bones. Her shirt is emblazoned with a dark red Aries symbol. Oh cool, another zodiac kid. You must have said Aries out loud because she immediately corrects you. It is pronounced Aradia. That makes sense. Although you've just met, you cannot fathom her name being pronounced any other way. Your new potential friend Aradia is looking a little, what is a polite and charming way of saying, rough around the edges? Her clothes are a bit shabby, but maybe that's just normal wear and tear when you've been hanging out in the dirt all day. What is she doing out here in the dirt anyway? They came out here to pick up bones. Oh, like archaeology? Oh yes, that too. Bones are an important part of the life cycle. You often hear about the beauty of life, but I find that death is just as important and fascinating. The finality of death has a beauty to it. Or it used to. You want to ask what she means, but it must be written all over your face. She very quickly moves on. Remains can tell us a lot about their owners' lives. How they lived, how they met their end. Is that not a little wonderful? Fossils represent a finality, a moment locked in time. It is the physical that remains while the spirit moves on. Everything that made them who they were is gone. When all is said and done, it's only the bones that survive to tell their tale. And in that way, death is a sort of perfection, don't you think? Their violent end, a sort of peace. Nothing left but the bones. We've never thought about it that way. In fact, you suspect you may have never thought about anything as much as this girl has thought about bones. Oh, bones are just one of my main interests. Oh yeah, you too, you big bone fan over here. I see you are also a person of exquisite taste. Ooh, well damn, oh, too. Your stomach growls a little bit. Just how long were you out here? I discovered your body several hours ago. I thought you might be dead, so I was watching you to confirm my suspicions. She was watching you, so what she thought was a dead body for several hours? Yes. On the lookout for early signs of decomposition. Rot, rigor mortis, etc. Unfortunately, you are not completely dead. Thank us for that, I guess. Wait, what does she mean completely? There's a moment where her unbreaking, if not somewhat unsettling grin leads more towards normal. Well, okay, someone might describe it as normal if maybe you'd never seen anybody smile before. Like if you were passing someone in the hallway and they described what a smile was to you and you were like, no, oh no, I got this. Alas, you digress. You are like me. The dead speak to you. You do well to pay attention. A mantle of doomed souls leashed to you. I wonder just how many times you have died. Died like bereft of life? She sits down beside you. She picks up some sort of rib or film or pelvis or whatever and begins to idly draw in the dirt. It is a crude drawing of some sort of misshapen stick person. Unrelatable. Traditionally, yes, that is what dying means, but you are different. I can see the ghosts of all your alternative iterations floating around you, trying to help you. Doomed timelines that can have been purposely erased from your consciousness. But you're the culmination of the choices you made, fatal or otherwise. You've been forced to leave so much behind you. Your memories, despite the fact that you seem very focused on her dirt art, you suddenly feel so seen. Somebody doesn't want you to remember. But she looks at you and leans in close. Do you want to know a secret? You've never wanted anything more in your entire life. Oh, this one. Thanks. It's even telling us it's this choice. Sure. I mean, we didn't have this choice before, so fine. You have to admit you are a little fascinated by this line of inquiry. You don your signature cool person facade and tell her that there is nothing in this godforsaken universe that will keep you from hearing that secret. You throw in that you are going to die if you do not find out immediately. Smooth as butter, baby. You don't know how relieved I am to hear that. The way she speaks has shifted slightly. It sounds fuller, livelier. That's good, I guess. Oh, she's fairy. Oh yes, I have been alive for some time now. All according to plan. Oh dear, that's a red flag statement if I've ever heard one. When she says the word time, her eyebrows lift a little, as if cueing you in on a joke she seems to think you are completely familiar with. You give it a polite chuckle. What a character. She beams, and there's a moment you forget that she was talking about ghosts and secrets. They can't find us here. We have made them very mad. They can't find us here. Them, we've made. You don't ask for qualification on very. You're feeling pretty confident about that one. This is not the first time we have met. Though it is hard to say how long has passed since then. Time. Goddamn, she's wiggling her eyebrows. Passes differently out here. Her apropos of nothing and far be it from you to comment on someone's appearance, but why does she look so much older? Why is she wearing the magic teen pajamas like John in them? How does she manage to do her makeup so well and just not brush her hair at all? You know which with curls and the issue might actually be over brushing. You don't want to brag, but you happen to have an encyclopedic knowledge of hair care products. Has she considered switching to a sulfate-free shampoo? God, you wish you had hair. Sulfate-free. I just look, I have fairly shoulder length hair, actually longer than that a bit. What I do is I wash it twice a week with whatever shampoo bottle I grab onto first. And then I'll just let it air dry afterwards, after brushing with the fucking towel for a bit. And that's it. and then it's fluffy and quite voluminous and kind of beautiful. And I do nothing. It's embarrassing. Like, it's fucking unfair how simple it is for a guy like me to just have very beautiful hair with literally zero effort. It's really fucking unfair. Oh well. But if one day I develop male pattern baldness and it starts falling out, that is the day I am cutting it all off. Like, straight up, no questions asked, and no hesitation, nothing. I've made that decision like 10 years ago. When I start growing it out, if it ever starts falling out, it's all gone. Bald all the way. I mean, except for the beard. I'm gonna keep the beard. I'm absolutely gonna keep my beard. God, you wish you had hair. Wow, you ask a lot of questions, but I guess that's natural. Right now we're outside of the canonical relevance. You're gonna have to stop her right there. You have had enough of canon and irrelevancy and what it means and what it is or isn't. Do you people never tire of sniffing your own thoughts about canonical impact? Wow, rude. Yeah, you're rude now. Fuck the narrative. Correct, I agree. Fuck this narrative. It's been kind of painful in a lot of ways as well. Absolutely phenomenal, and I could not agree more. Like I was trying to explain, out here even the powers that can be can't hear us. I must say I'm a big fan of your work. I have seen quite a few doomed timelines before, but nothing like this. You are something they had no contingency plans for, and Paradox Space is practically falling apart at the seams. This timeline has been peppered with inconsistencies and clues. Things here and there that cannot exist yet. Events that occurred too early. I figured you were doing it on purpose, so I thought I'd get your attention. But you are a little broken, aren't you? She looks disappointed as she says this. You don't know why she would want your attention, but she has it. It is not only your attention I want. The power is shifting and the ones pulling the strings are distracted with their own meaningless problems. You really can't remember anything, can you? You tell her you remember some things that you can't explain. Names of things, hints of the past, whispers of ghosts. Wait, how does she know this? Yes, they have been whispering to you quite loudly. They are the fractured remnants of your departed selves. And they have been trying to help you get here at this exact moment. You ask where and where here is exactly. As you look around, the scenery seems to shift. Sometimes you're inside, sometimes you're outside, sometimes you are in all places at once. You swear you see some shadow of your friends here and there, but in places they don't really belong. Why would Rose be in Kanai's hive? Do they know each other? You want to know what's going on and why it is so important that you are here. Wherever here is. I asked an old friend's ghost to tell an ancient space squid to burn up a place for us to meet. As one does, sure. I mean, sure, that makes as much sense as anything. Time ferry. Think of it as a liminal space made of the same thing memories are made of. I spend a lot of time in the furthest ring and in these bubbles and trying to figure out how they work. So I have some ideas, but I don't think the ones who conceived them even really know exactly. What matters is the specific path you took to get here. It took you many tries, but you made it. You get the feeling the more this is spelled out, the less sense it will make. Kinda kills the magic. Yes, that's probably true for most things. Instead of explaining it to you, it was easier just to rewind things and have you try again. You're almost too embarrassed to ask how many times it took you to get it right. She puts her hand on your shoulder and just shakes her head. Yeah, it was quite a few. We failed quite a few times. The important thing is you made it. I tried so many things to get you here. One time I pretended to be a ghost. She affects a spooky tone, sort of waving her fingers around. Ooh. Since accidentally entering the medium, your particular class, an aspect combination have given you knowledge and foresight you shouldn't have. But here, where the connection to every version of yourself is strongest, we can do a little housekeeping. She reaches her hand out to yours. Ah, fuck, is this it? You're finally making a friend and all it took was an infinite number of tries. You take her hand and she smiles at you. And then everything goes off the shits. Something flies into you. Ah, fuck, that was a ghost. Was that a ghost? You can see them. Ah, fuck, it has your face. Ah, shit. There are so many of them. One by one, they slam into you. The entirety of their... Oh, shit. All the of their lives and each of their deaths play out before you in real time. God, all those... Oh, fuck me. Yeah, all those... Jeez. Yep, yeah, that was... Some of those were bad, some of those were fine. Aradia clutches your hand and begins to laugh in a way that makes you start to think maybe this wasn't a great idea. And she's still wiggling her eyebrows, god damn it. But you remember all of them. As the last doomed version of yourself is absorbed into your body, you collapse out of both physical and mental exhaustion. You are back in the dirt, back in the bone pile. You just sort of turn over and lay there for a second. Oh my god, Malak, Tizius, Boulder, oh, little demon, okay, maybe not that guy. Sure, not that guy. He was a peculiar fucking asshole, I guess. Yeah, okay, fine. But there is still a gap. Why are you here? You look down at the hoodie Malak gave you. Didn't Karkat's friend say nobody had used this symbol for a long time? I'm afraid I don't know exactly. My abilities have allowed me to tidy up your timelines that have happened in a sort of tentative canon. You roll your eyes. She ignores you and continues. So what happened to your outside of the narrative is beyond my capacity as a guide of the deceased. But I know a way we can find out. It is why I brought you here to give you back your memories. God, you miss just fucking around being about hot dogs. You wonder what your friends are up to now. You think maybe you should check on them. She looks you in the eyes and you stop rolling them for 2 seconds. Aren't you tired of being nice? Don't you just want to go apeshit? Look at the time. You were supposed to pick your punk alien daughter up at the mall like 100 years ago, whatever. You want to see this whole place break apart. A little bit. You think about it for a little bit. You've been gone for so long, and you can go back whenever you want, right? You gotta focus on the friends in the here and now. You know what? Yeah, let's trash this place. You stand up and kick over a small pile of bones. No, my bones! Oh, sorry. Got in the heat of the moment. She kneels down next to the carnage and just stares for a little bit. She looks completely devastated. It's actually kind of hard to watch. You turn away. Biscuits. This is no way to canonize a friendship with a time god. What were you thinking? You're just too damn good at kicking over small piles of shit. Curse these powerful legs. Marvis wouldn't do something like this. That guy was cool as hell. Yes, he was. Aradia begins to laugh in a way someone less eager for friendship might describe as a cackle. Look. She has arranged the bones to an outlandish, if not slightly vulgar configuration. For once, I really am okay with this. I was just lying to you for some comedic effect. It's okay, you can laugh. Try it with me. Say ha. Ha. Now say it again. Ha. There you go. I meant apeshit more in the larger sense. I don't think any of them care about bones. Their loss. If you really want to see things fall apart, I can lead you to where you need to be. You don't know who they are, and you don't give a single solitary shit. Fuck this place. Fuck whoever took your memories. Let's go absolutely buck wild up in this place. You kick up some dirt and don't even care. Aradia produces a series of abstractions from thin air, some sort of giant Ouija board. The lens spells out sickle, but in Alternian, which you still don't understand. Well, you can read, but you know what, not the weirdest shit happening right now. Anyway. Karkat's rambunctiously colored sickle appears mid-air. She hands it to you and excitedly takes your other hand. Let's go. Sure, let's fuck some shit up. Over the next few hours, you teleport around both Alternia and Earth, dropping a bunch of seemingly random objects in nonsense places, being careful not to be seen. You change a gift internally in John Dad's DNA. You sign the kids up for cell phone plans. Are you just doing chores? I mean, yeah, it's timekeeping. This really feels more like running errands than breaking anything. Look, it's gonna set things in motion for future. It's the little things that matter that can influence things on a much grander scale. Trust me, they are going to notice, and oh, I bet they are gonna be so steamed. You personally guarantee nobody in their right mind will care about any of this, but the moment the words leave your mouth, something in the distance cracks. You don't see it, you don't hear it, you feel it. Oh shit. You zap to the next location. You steal Vriska's lipstick and there it is again, a crack. You almost can't believe it. The stupid plan is working. You guess the devil really is in the details. Next to you, Aradia looks absolutely thrilled. Subtle changes in the timeline can have big repercussions, but nothing like this. They usually just create a doomed offshoot, but this is a whole doomed reality. Don't you know what this means? You told that you totally do know what it means, but just in case she doesn't know, she should explain it for herself. Sure, smooth operator. If you just keep up whatever it is you've been doing, this whole place is going to come down. Hup. Aradia lifts an air conditioning unit and throws it into the stratosphere with her mind. Wow, that's fucked up. More space debris. Yes, we need that, of course. She sits on the edge of the roof, overlooking the city. Thank you. This was fun. A faint crack forms in the sky. The curtains of space and time pull back to reveal a nothingness that does not really make you feel as whole as you had hoped. But there is still a bit for you to do. You still have a few more friends to make. What? That's it? You put a crack in the reality and then just go back to spending time with some teens? Sure, why not? Oh, come on now. Yeah. Aren't you also sort of a teen? You explained that was never very clear, actually. Well, the answers you want are at the end of your path. The only way to find them is to get them to come to you. And they will. It will all make sense then. You wish that were true. You sit next to her, your legs dangling over the edge of the molding. Before your eyes, the crack in the sky appears, to be soon shut, almost as quickly as it appeared. She was right. Something is happening. The two of you sit in each other's company for what feels like both a moment and an eternity. Grand, you guess? Okay. Interesting. I'm not really sure what to make of it, but okay. Okay. Sure. I guess that's... Sure. We guess. Indeed, we guess. Right. Okay. Right. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. A moment to pause, and then we'll be back.